Sometimes getting a legal guardianship over an adult is necessary, and a power of attorney doesn't really do quite the job that you need it to do. So in this video, I'm gonna talk to you about when an adult guardianship is actually necessary. All right, now before we get into it, make sure you take a second to like the video, subscribe to the channel so you can get more content like this every single week. And also, if you're thinking about doing a guardianship, you can click the link below to book a free consultation with our law office. We'd love to speak with you about your potential guardianship case. So let's talk about when a legal guardianship for an adult it's needed, okay? Getting a legal guardianship is a big deal because what you're doing is you're asking the court to allow you to make legal decisions over an adult, right? An adult who should be able to make their own decisions for their lives. You're asking the court to allow you to make those decisions on their behalf. So it's a really, really big deal. And we don't want to just be, filing guardianship cases left and right over an adult. We have to make sure that we're only doing it when it's absolutely needed. The first instance when a legal guardianship is usually needed is when the adult has mental health issues and a doctor has verified that these mental health issues are keeping them from being able to make decisions for their everyday lives. And also, when it comes to physical health issues, that could be a reason why a guardianship might be needed. A guardianship is not where you just start making decisions for the adults in every area. Sometimes an adult may not be able to make a decision in a specific instance. And so you can ask the court to allow you to be the legal guardian for that specific situation. So let me list out all the different things that you could ask the court to allow you to take legal guardianship over for an adult, okay? You can ask the court to give you guardianship over the person so that you can help them select their place of abode, arrange treatment for medical care, protect their personal effects, to give necessary consents, approval, and releases, like signing contracts. So those are all the different things in somebody's life, for example, that you can ask the court to allow you to start making decisions for them on their behalf. So sometimes you may have an adult who's able to do a lot of these things, but maybe there's just one area, like maybe being able to enter into contractual obligations that they need help there. And maybe the doctor has said that based on their mental health issue or physical health issue or whatever, that they're not able to comprehend or something like when it comes to contracts. And so it'd be good to have somebody who can kind of step into that role and make sure that they're not being cheated on. And so now as a legal guardian, you would be making all these decisions regarding the adult. This is why it's so important that it's not something that's just done willy-nilly, but it's something that's really carefully thought out, and it's something that's also backed by medical professionals. It's really rare, I would say almost impossible, for a judge to allow you to have full legal guardianship over an adult if we don't have some type of medical documentation proving that they have all these mental health issues or these diseases or sicknesses or whatever that is keeping them from being able to take care of themselves, okay? Now, I want to talk to you about when a legal guardianship for an adult is not needed, okay? Because sometimes, people want to help because they just think that an adult is making bad decisions, but an adult is allowed to make bad decisions because they have free will. So I want to give you guys a couple of examples where a legal guardianship is not needed. So I had an instance where a mom wanted to take legal guardianship over her 21-year-old daughter because the daughter had been dating a guy who had mental health issues. I guess he had bipolar disorder. He had tried to kill her once or twice. And so obviously this mom is very concerned for her daughter's life and her safety. Also, her daughter had gotten pregnant by him and, had the baby. And so grandma was just really worried for her daughter and for her grandbaby because of this boyfriend that was very violent and abusive and had, almost choked her daughter before. And so she decided to file for legal guardianship because she just felt like my daughter is endangering herself and this baby. And so I need to step in and start making decisions on her behalf. But the thing is that the adult daughter didn't have any mental health issues. She was choosing this out of her own free will. Okay. So when you have that kind of situation, this is not the time, this is not a good case or a good situation for you to ask for a court to give you legal guardianship over your daughter because she has free will, she's 21, she's an adult, and unfortunately, she can choose to be with somebody who's beating her up. It's not good. I mean, grandma is very worried for good reason, but she cannot just now step in because she doesn't like the decisions that her daughter is making, okay? So this is a situation where a legal guardianship is not needed. Of course, mom would like it, but it's not legally. That's not how a legal guardianship works, all right? I want to reiterate that getting legal guardianship over an adult is a very serious thing. And so you want to make sure that you have the right situation. The biggest thing that you want is to make sure that you have medical doctors, psychiatrists, psychologists, whatever, that are saying that, yes, this person really does need a legal guardian. And if you have that, chances are most likely a judge may approve the legal guardianship. That's not always a guarantee though, okay? Sometimes the adult will show up to the hearing, which they should, and they might say, I don't want a legal guardian, right? So if the adult is refusing it and they don't want it, well, then they can get an attorney and they can have an attorney fight you on it. And then the judge gets to make their decision after they see all of the evidence. So just because you have a medical note doesn't always make it a slam dunk either. You still have to go through the process. The judge needs to hear the evidence, and then the judge will decide at the end of the day whether that legal guardianship is actually needed. If you have been thinking that maybe the adult in your life, your mom or dad, needs a legal guardianship, I want to remind you to click the link below in the description box to schedule a free consultation with our law office, and we would love to talk to you more about your situation, all right? Make sure you watch this video next about adoption versus guardianships to learn more about that, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.